A 9-year-old child was left on a school bus alone for hours. The mother is outraged. That's exactly what happened according to the allegation. Put it up full mass here. It's quite unimaginable, but it happened to a Detroit mother when her son, 9 years of age, was left on the school bus until 9:30 p.m. at night. The child was left on the bus for nearly 6 hours, found by his older brother after he did not come home. So the child, who attends Detroit Service Learning Academy, got on the school bus Wednesday, June 5th. In the morning with his 14-year-old sister, made it through the school day but never came home. Tashonda Bennett explained that she fell asleep waiting for the child to walk through the door, and said she panicked when she woke up around 7 p.m. and saw he still had not made it home from school, which let out at noon that particular day. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Bennett called several places where she thought her son would be, speaking to the police, the school, relatives, and the bus driver. Quote, "The bus driver didn't even come here. He told me that my son did not get on the bus, which means he never knew that my son was even back there asleep." That's what makes me think that he did not do his walkthrough. Now, what is a walkthrough? It's required. If you drive a bus, you are required to do a walkthrough at the end of your route. I know bus drivers. They do it routinely. So that story didn't add up. The child's older sister, who accompanies him home, said she saw him get on the bus, but he stayed after school for practice. So the police didn't find my child. This is from the mother. She said the police did not find my child. The school did not know where my son was, end quote. After searching for hours, family members said, let's just check the bus. Now that's called intuition. The child's brother and grandmother found him sound asleep well after sunset. It was dark. The worst part, the bus was actually locked. I'm gonna say that again. The bus was locked. So the 16-year-old brother, okay, had to lift him through the hatch on top of the bus, the roof of the bus. Yeah, that's how they got him out. All right, so quote, he was asleep. I was banging on the window. He woke up. He was wiping his eyes, looking around, and he just started crying. I knew there was a hatch, so I opened the hatch. So now Ms. Tashonda is demanding that someone be held accountable for this action. Quote, I just don't know what to do, but I can't let this slide. I can't. I hope you get an attorney, madam. I really do. The negligence here is quite extreme, especially when you look at the policy directive of the caretaker. Now, you say bus driver, and that is technically correct, but a bus driver in most states, they are considered temporary caretakers of youth, which also means they have a higher level of responsibility and accountability because of the power differentiation and the relationship where these children depend on the policy adherence and professional behavior of the caretaker, meaning the bus driver. So they have this duty, this obligation of care that most people don't have to your son. I really do encourage you, madam, get an attorney. All right, how the hell this happened is beyond me. This young man was inside of that bus, locked inside of the bus, okay? That's a prison cell. Jackson, the young man just started crying when family just ironically said, let's just check the bus.
Well, he was probably crying before that.
Oh, yeah.
They saw him crying, and my assumption is he fell asleep just from exhaustion.
Yeah.
And didn't really know what to do. But I think his mother was right on point with the bus driver likely just not doing the walkthrough, because if they did, then I don't see how you wouldn't have noticed somebody. And it's pretty realistic to think that oftentimes bus drivers might not do it. I mean, even no matter what the job is, sometimes people don't follow procedure. And this is why there's procedure. This is why there's protocol, so that this doesn't happen. I mean, if there's like extreme heat or anything like that, we dealing with that all over the country. All types of stuff could have gone wrong. So it's good that he's okay. But yeah, this is unacceptable, and she absolutely should get an attorney.
Completely. And when you have the authority to oversee the safety of children, the risk and reward. The risk of you taking 60 seconds to walk to the back of the bus, given the reward of potentially making sure a young kid doesn't have to spend a night inside of your locked bus, well, that's common sense. All right, we'll bring you updates as they come.